Hi, and welcome back to another Mundus Vivus devlog. Today I'll go over some of the latest features introduced in version 0.11, which introduces some basic population dynamics and adds workforce as a part of the economy. I'll do this in the form of playing through some of the gameplay and discussing as I go along. This will be a much longer and less scripted video than normally. For a shorter, more compact summary of the changes, I'll post a separate video. With that being said, let's get started with the gameplay. I've added another scenario, which isn't the normal tutorial, but a dedicated population tutorial meant to showcase many of the newer features. Let's run the standard one map. It has a lot of valleys, which is pretty nice, and let's leave these settings as the default. So let's see what world we get. We get a pretty nice world. We have an ocean on the west, a slight decline along the eastern axis with some mountains dotted around. This scenario is quest oriented, so you can follow this step by step, which will guide you through most of the new features that have been added along with the population. And if you do that successfully, you will win the game. Is winning the game important? No, but it can still be fun. So I thought, let's run through this. So we can initially place a starting building. This starting building will contain our initial population. At the moment we have 50 people. We can house 100 here. They are not changing at all, meaning there is no excess deaths or excess births, and none of the population is migrating from this tile. We can use these 50 people in buildings to produce stuff. So we have a lumber mill that harvests wood from trees. Let's start building that. Something I've added is the need for buildings to have population assigned to them. So the lumber mill here requires 10 population as part of its production recipe. The 50 people in our initial building have now been assigned to these two lumber mills, 20 people each, and 30 are left unemployed. Those unemployed people can be assigned to some farming, for example. So let's construct 2 farms. The farms requires 20 wood each here to construct, so we will need to wait a while. We can speed it up. I'm running the simulation at times 16 speed. One of the farms is ready. Let's build some fields so it actually produces something. The farm works in the way that it starts at a productivity of 0, meaning it will produce nothing, and then based on how many fields you add to it, you can get up to 100 productivity. The productivity is also temperature based, so now as there is winter in the world, the farm will not produce anything. Pretty bad that the texture isn't affected by winter and snow, but that's a future feature. Not important for gameplay really. Let's put some farms, some fields on our other farm, and now speed it up till spring arrives. Our next quest in this chain is to gather 50 food. Each of these farms can hold 40 food each. So now spring has arrived. Productivity isn't up to 100% yet, but as the temperatures rise, it will produce more and more. Another new thing added with this version of Mundus Vivus is this the graphics when you extract resources. These green blobs, for example. Now I'm speeding it up for to showcase. They show when you are extracting, in this case, food from the acres. And these lumber mills does the same. When they cut down trees, we will get these small brown wood resources getting sucked into the building. It's just a visual thing, has no gameplay impact, but it's nice. We now have over 50 food, meaning we can complete this quest and unlock a town. A town is a building that can hold population, which our initial building here also could, but what's special with the town is that it enables the population to grow. Our initial building here has a locked birth rate of 1% and a locked death rate of 1%, meaning this population will always be static. But that will not be the case for the town when we have it built. So now it's constructed. This has a lot more going on. At the moment there is no population at all. There is housing for 50 people, but there are none. Population can migrate from one population containing building to another through migration. There is a way of visualizing that with this new map filter I've added. This tab here, when you click it, you get a couple of menus with selections here. The top row is what I've had before. It's filters for the world, visualizing like elevation, slope, temperature, biomass, etc. Also visualizations of where resources are produced. For example, we have two buildings that produces food. They are visualized with this green sort of rays, and there is one red building that consumes the food, being the town. But if we want to visualize the migration between cities, we have the population tab here, and we can show population and migration here. The color of the vertical cylinders now correspond to the current population in them. So our starting building has 49 people, and there is now one person in the town. Population will migrate around based on something I call satisfaction. Satisfaction is a float value indicating how much people desire to live in a certain population containing building. The satisfaction of the initial building is hard-coded to be 0, and the satisfaction of the town we built will vary based on resource consumption and things like unemployment and housing. In this case, 0.56 is more than 0. So population will tend to diffuse or migrate to this city. We can see that in the GUI here. We see that there are now 3 people. It's gradually increasing here. Each minute, the population of this building is increasing by 70% here due to migration. If we go to the initial building, it's decreasing by 5%. The striped arrows going between these buildings show the direction and strength of the migration. in this town we built, there is also some population change due to dynamics, I call it. Dynamics is the result of the combined result of the death rate, which at this point is 1%, and the birth rate, which is at this point is 1.4%. The birth rate is slightly higher, meaning that the population will dynamically grow over time. The town requires food to fulfill the need of the population, denoted by this need fulfillment modifier I have here. If the need fulfillment ever drops below 1, the city will start to starve, something that we can try out later, but I don't want to hamstring myself at the moment. There are also other resource consumptions here that can, for example, increase satisfaction. Satisfaction was the value that determines how people want to migrate around. And you can also impact the birth rate directly, etc. If the satisfaction is above 1, which at the moment it's not. At the moment it's at roughly 0.7. Then population can start to generate money, gold. This condition here is red, but we will come back to this later when it's fulfilled. So why is it not fulfilled now? Well, the satisfaction isn't over 1. And why is that? Well, the satisfaction here is a base of 0.5. There are some factors that increase this value. The calculation of the satisfaction is a cumulative calculation with decay term. The decay rate here is 10% each minute. So this kind of calculation will tend to reach a steady state or like a saturation after a while, based on these offsets that goes into it. The offsets come from the production here, consuming of food resources, and some part is also come from the need being fulfilled. But there are factors that decrease this, and one of them is unemployment. Just now, this unemployment factor went up to 0.99, which is barely anything, but it was at 0.2, and that was because previously this city wasn't connected. Now it is connected, which if we click this little house button here, we can see what it's connected to. It's connected to this farm. So out of its 11 or 12 people, 10 people are working at this farm. So the unemployment rate is not high anymore. So the satisfaction will start to go up. Let's build some more houses to increase population limits. I namely want to see when this starts producing. Yeah. So now satisfaction is above 1, and we will start to generate money. We're at 331, 332. Good, so that's working. Let's continue with the quest. So our quest is to have an average population satisfaction of over 1. Now, in this building, it is over 1, but that's only applicable to these 13 people living here. There are still 37 people living with 0 satisfaction. So if we look at the graph here, which at the bottom shows satisfaction for all the population on the map, this blue average is not above 1 at the moment. The green maximum here is the town that we built, and that is pretty high, but we need to get the average up. How do we get the average up? Well, we simply need to wait for more people to migrate here. And to make sure that there isn't any unemployment, we can, for example, construct some more farms to battle unemployment. So let's see when this is built. We construct some fields so it can operate. Now this building should be connected there as well. Here I show the connectivity. Our initial population building, it's providing workforce to the 2 lumber mills and to this leftmost farm. And our new town is providing workforce for these 2 farms. The average is not yet at 1. Let's speed up the simulation by times 16 and wait until we get to above 1. So now it's happened. This allows us to enable something, the plantation building. The plantation building requires a bit higher elevation to be built. So let's build one here and connect it up. Now this building is pretty far from the closest town. There is a range factor to population containing buildings providing workforce to industries, meaning that when these buildings are so far from each other, it will not be able to provide workforce at maximum efficiency. Let's destroy a farm. We don't need that food anymore. I want to construct some fields here. So this farm or plantation also requires 10 population, but it's only receiving 7.5, so not all that it needs. If we go back to this building, it only has 25 population, and it's connected to these 3 buildings. Each of these 3 buildings wants 10 population, so in total they want 30. And if the building only has 25, it can't supply to all of them. So that's one of the reasons why this isn't at 10. Another reason, if we go to the town, is that we have something called distance loss here. This was at 0 before, but now when the town is connected to this faraway plantation, it's so far away that we are losing workforce distribution due to distance. So these 2 farms are receiving as high workforce as they can, but there is a diminishing return here. We can battle that by... Okay, I want to construct another town. We don't have enough money yet. A town costs 100 gold. So let's speed up so we can get... Now we have 100 gold. So we can construct a new town here. This town, because it's so close, will be able to provide workforce with 0 distance penalty. Now this building of course has no initial population, so there needs to be yet again migration to this building. If we look at these dotted lines, there is migration from both of the other cities actually. So this should be growing up pretty fast, but it will take a while. So, what is this building that we produced earlier, the plantation, with these amazingly textured blue fields? Looks very realistic. Well, it produces some blue resource. I think I've called this a herb. Could be anything, it's just some abstract thing. At the moment, the towns can consume herbs 10 herbs are consumed per 100 population per minute, and that if it were to be active, which I need to activate it, will increase satisfaction and increase birth rate. So I think it's active now. We're getting 2% from production. That's from consuming the herb resource. If we go to the population graph here, this increase, the green here is the level of population in globally or in all towns. Hopefully this will start to increase slowly, which I think it is, but it will take some time. So what is the next task? Our next task in this question is to have 100 population. So as talked about that, consuming this blue herb resource will increase birth rate, and this town is growing a lot due to dynamics, and this is also growing, so it's just a matter of time until we reach the 100 population. Now I'm running this simulation at times 16 speed, and population is increasing at a decent rate. Is there any unemployment? We have some unemployment here. There is some unemployment there as well. We can build another of these plantations to provide some more herbs. That means that these 21 people that are unemployed right now can work somewhere. Oh, they did. Yeah, they got assigned here. Minimizing unemployment means that satisfaction will be higher, and when the satisfaction is higher, birth rates are higher, which will bump up the population even faster. So it's at 97, 98, 99. Now we should be able to finish the next quest. This will unlock the brick factory, which is another construction or like building resource generating building. It needs to be constructed on the shore, requires some wood to build, and it will consume wood to produce bricks and generate some air pollution. This requires 20 population, which it's almost getting. It's getting 19.7. Is it from this building? Yes. Our initial population building, I think I will destroy at this moment. Here we have some black spheres visualizing the pollution. This is some rather simple and basic graphics. I think long term I could probably add more proper smoke effect here, but at the moment I think it's nice keeping it a bit abstract. So our next quest is to generate 10 bricks, which we have done. We have 16 bricks. Let's complete this. We unlocked the fishery, which can fish on the ocean, and we also unlocked level 2 upgrades for most buildings. So we can upgrade farms, or we could, for example, upgrade lumber mills. Our next task is to have more than 200 population, and for the average satisfaction to be more than 5. For the average to be more than 5, it seems to almost already be completed, but we are a bit far from 200 population. Do we have... We don't have much unemployed people here. Only 5. Here we have 25 unemployed people. So let's... what do we need to grow? I think we need more blue herbs, so let's upgrade one of the plantations here. And wait for some bricks to be delivered. Here the bricks are coming along. We can also upgrade population buildings, the towns. When doing so, they will be able to get even more satisfaction, meaning they can have higher birth rates and grow even faster, which if we want to reach a population of 200, we probably want to do. So let's do that, and let's construct some housing as well. At the moment there are 47 people living here, and we can house 50. It's possible to go above this housing limit, but when you get close to it, you have a penalty to your satisfaction. So it's not a hard limit, but it penalizes your satisfaction. So we build some houses like this. Okay, now I'm out of money. So now the housing limit is 145, so it can grow quite a lot more. So let's go back to the plantation here. It now requires 20 workforce, which it is getting. There is even more unemployed people here, 18. Unemployed people is... Okay, I've run out of money again. Let's speed up the simulation a bit. So, there I got the money. Unemployed people are both a pro and a con. It's a pro in the sense that having unemployed people means that you can construct new farms and factories, etc., and have them work immediately, like produce at a good efficiency. But so it adds flexibility to have some unemployment lying around. But it decreases your satisfaction, which decreases your birth rate. So you don't want too much unemployment. We can go into this map filter view and look at workforce distribution. This shows, this visualizes unemployment for towns. If there is this cylinder will have a color going from gray to either green or red. Towns, if they have a greenish tint, has some amount of unemployment, meaning there is an excess amount of workforce. So this is slightly green, has an unemployment of 15 people, and this is even more green, has an unemployment of 22. If the other production buildings would be grayish, that would mean they lack workforce, but they aren't red, meaning they have all the workforce that they need at the moment. We are still a bit short on the blue resource, and we have unemployed people here, so I think I will actually construct another plantation here. And I also upgraded this previous plantation we had. Like that. Now we can construct more fields. These blue resources are only generated when the temperature is above 5, so during the summer half of the year. So if we want them to be used all year round, we need to generate some excess during the summer and store it. Previous years here during the winter we have run out of it, and then our town's population will not grow as much. So if we want them to grow at the maximum speed, we never want this to reach 0. Talking about these production cycles, how's the food going? we are producing way more food than we are using. These green lines are how much food we are producing, which is on the summer part of the year. And the red here is how much food we are consuming. As the population grows, we will consume more and more. But at the moment, it's pretty fine. Do we have some more unemployed people to use? Oh, here the plantation is ready, so we can make some fields for it. Our wood is running a bit short, so maybe we should upgrade one of our lumber mills, which requires 100 gold, which I don't have, so let's speed it up. Now I have it. So when it's upgraded, it gets a bigger extraction area, and it becomes a bit more efficient as well. It will not destroy as much forest for generating the same amount of wood, I believe. So maybe I'll destroy this previous lumber mill, so I just keep the upgraded one around. There isn't much land for forest here, so I think it will be oversaturated if I have 2 lumber mills. And we can instead expand in this direction, and here the forest density is pretty high, so let's build a lumber mill there. So we did increase the generation of the blue resource. The green spike here is the increased production. Let's see if we can go the entire winter without depleting it, or if we need to generate even more of it. So now spring is coming along, there are flowers on the trees, and now if we slow down a bit, we see the blue extraction has started. So during the winter part of the year, we never ran out of the blue resources, so the production is decent. Similar-ish for food, but food consumption is starting to get so high that we probably need to do something more about this now. Let's try constructing the fishery, which we unlocked previously. So here both bricks and wood are coming along to the fishery. Let's speed it up. This requires us to build some ships. This uses a population of 20. We have 35 roughly more population here, so we could actually build another fishery. We have the population for it. The fishery is not temperature based like the farms, so they can operate during the entire year. I'm not quite sure how I balance this, if they are ridiculously overpowered because of that. That could very well be the case. Or the farms will scale better when they are upgraded. I'm not sure. I wouldn't say that the gameplay balance of this is amazing in any sense. We have a population of over 200, but our average satisfaction is not over 5. I guess it's very much on the edge there. So we did upgrade this town to level 2. Which one way of increasing the satisfaction is to build fountains. They are pretty expensive, costs 100 gold. plop pop. Has the same model as the houses because I haven't bothered to model a fountain. I don't think modeling is the most important thing at the moment. But that should increase satisfaction. I wonder if this is the biggest of our towns. No, it's actually this town here that is the biggest. So building a fountain here would give us the most bang for our buck. But then we need to upgrade the town. Let's speed it up a bit. So now it's upgraded. We have money for one fountain. Can we get money for another fountain? Soon. There we have 100. So we can build another fountain. Let's look at the graph if this has had any effect. Yeah, constructing these fountains has had an effect on the satisfaction levels. The increase we see here is probably just from the town with the blue resources here. And the other spike of increase here that we see is from when we constructed fountains in this town. Now let's see. So now this condition is fulfilled. If we complete this, we will unlock the possibility of generating trade goods and exporting them. So this has unlocked 2 new buildings. One building that takes wood and blue herbs in and will produce the white trade goods. And another building that can consume the trade good to produce this sparkly reputation thing. I've made it so that you need to generate reputation in order to win. So it's a win condition to build that up. But there is no other effects to generating reputation. It's just a win condition thing. So we could start it right away, or we could build up our economy even more. And right now I'm thinking that I will spend some time building up our economy. So we built this town previously, and I think I forgot a bit about it. We might need even more. We might want more lumber harvesting here. There is 35 people unemployed here. What can they do? Maybe they can generate some trade goods. I need more gold. Let's speed it up. Let's build a factory here. So this will consume blue resources. It seems like we are maybe a bit short on blue resources. The consumption of blue resources are increasing because populations are increasing and it's used by the towns at the moment. So I think adding this extra factory that requires it will not be sustainable. So we need to increase its production. In our city here that is already producing a lot of blue, we have 80 unemployed people. So we can add quite a lot more plantations here. Upgrade the ones we already have. Let's speed it up to have them be constructed faster. Let's upgrade all of them. Okay, we don't have the money. Let's build the fields that we can build. Okay, I'm running out of money, so let's speed it up a bit. Running out of money even more. It's an amazing sound effect I had. So this has, I think, almost doubled the generation of blue resources, which should be enough to provide for our towns and for the new factory that we have built here. The new factory is already generating trade goods. So let's export them, which can only be done on the coast. Like that. How's our wood situation going? Maybe we need more wood. Let's upgrade that building. We need some more money. There we have the money. Our population is increasing a lot. This middle graph here shows our population usage. The white line here is population that is like some deficiency in population. Either that we have unemployed people that could work but that aren't working because there is no demand for workforce. Or the red here is if we have industries that need workforce, like populations assigned to them, but nothing is assigned to them. So we have quite a lot of unemployed people, like over 100. So we could expand our industries a lot. We have a lot of food right now. I think my fear that the fishers would be overpowered seems to be a bit true. They seem to be super overpowered, but why not? Our wood is not doing great, and these are maybe not enough. So let's extract some wood here as well. We have a lot of population there. We have a lot of population in all cities actually. What do we need? We need to increase the reputation to 10 to progress to the next task. Maybe we need to produce even more of these industries. So let's build a bit of an industrial hub here. It's close to where blue resources are generated, and it's close to where we have lumber mills here. So hopefully they should get what they need. These industries are generating pollution, which we can visualize here. It shows the plume of pollution going out. There will be even more pollution from those. Pollution is bad in the sense that it destroys trees. So the fact that I have a lumber mill here is not ideal. That's bad planning. Also, pollution in cities will decrease if the pollution is covering a city. It will decrease satisfaction. And farms and plantations productivity also decrease based on pollution. So you typically want pollution to not drift towards where you have those kinds of buildings. So the lumber mill here is gonna suffer, especially when these 3 new factories gets up and running, which is happening here. They are generating a crazy amount of pollution, which will kill a lot of trees down here. Bad planning. I wonder if the town is getting any impact. Not at the moment. It's lacking a bit of housing, I see. This could be upgraded to the next level. Here we are also lacking a bit of housing. So we have over 10 reputation, so we can unlock the mine. The mine is a building that generates metal from mountains. these mines will generate a lot of pollution. So let's plan like metal extraction area that is not close to any towns or lumber mills or farms. So let's say that maybe this area can be our mining area. So I built another town here. So that these mining industries can have population assigned to them in an efficient way. This town is probably too far away, so there would be a distance loss. There is already a distance loss. It's because that town is assigned here. The color of the line here shows the amount of distance loss, and this orange means it's pretty bad. So we want this new town here. This town is not being built fast. I think we are running very low on lumber, wood. Let's construct. We have an area here with a lot of wood. So let's construct another town that can be dedicated to just extracting lumber. Because we have a big shortage on it, it seems. Where is the building? There is the building. And connect it back there. So now that we built the industries that consumes herbs, our blue resource is running out. So let's upgrade these plantations we built earlier and place more fields on them. There is plenty of population there, yeah. Here we are a bit underhoused, so we need to expand the city. These have not been built yet. Okay, this is constructing, but the others are still lacking resources. Maybe we need to build another brick factory as well. Or we might not need another brick factory. It might be the fact that it doesn't have any wood, so that's why it's not producing. And the wood should long term be solved by this new area here. Hopefully. Okay, so now we finally have this town. We already have 10 people that should be employed here. Good. The mines, in order for them to generate metal, you need to build like mine shafts, small subnodes that needs to be placed next to mountain cliffs. It's very logical. You can place them up on the mountain top if you want. So now we will start generating metal. Having generated 10 metal, we will be able to advance to the next quest and level up buildings even more to their final most efficient level. Let's speed the simulation up. Let's expand this town a bit. I think we earlier upgraded some of these plantations, so we can place more fields for them. This hasn't upgraded yet. This building is already here. Oh, it has some unemployed people, so we can upgrade these lumber mills and have them generate even more wood. Let's expand the town because I think it will grow. Looking at our population, it's going crazy. And here we actually have some red unfilled workforce here. Let's inspect where that could be. So it's here. This mine here wants 50 population. It's only getting 17 because it's connected to this very far away town. These 3 towns here that are green means that they have excess population. They have unemployed people. Here, because this town is gray, it doesn't have any unemployed, and here there also isn't a lot of unemployed people. Interesting. So if we want to expand our infrastructure, it should be in this region here. This area up here is already, we don't have enough population here. So how can we expand it? Maybe we can generate... No, we want to level up. Yep. So now we level up to 3 and we're still low on bricks. Okay, let's upgrade the brick building. All the towns down here that are big, let's upgrade them. Okay, this is already upgrading. Let's also upgrade the lumber mills here. Okay, let's only upgrade 1 because we don't have that many unemployed people. The buildings, when they upgrade, tend to consume more workforce. So it's these 2 towns that have the most unemployed people, it seems. So if we should expand, it should be around that area. Let's upgrade those 2 plantations. We have some metal lying around. Are we starting to get more bricks now? The brick factory is gonna level up. So now it has leveled up. Should be much more efficient. Have these been constructed? No, they are waiting resources. We can upgrade some more of these plantations, I think. There are some frame drops here and there. I think I know what it's related to. It's, I think, part of the transportation system. The system that assigns where these resources should be routed or allocated. There is a sort of distribution algorithm. I think that has a bottleneck that I'm noticing now when the system is becoming a bit larger. Always interesting to do these longer runs. You notice things that you don't really notice otherwise. The FPS is sort of... it's ticking a bit up and down. Interesting. We'll need to investigate that at some other time. Let's expand this town. Okay, we are starting to get more bricks. These plantations have been upgraded, so we can construct more fields for them. Amazing. What is the next task? The next task is to have more than 500 population, which we already do, and to have an average population satisfaction of over 9. Currently the average is at 6.5, it seems like. And it's actually going down by time. it going down is most likely a result of the high unemployment. So if you want to increase overall satisfaction, one way of doing it is to decrease unemployment. Currently it seems like most unemployment is in this town here. We have almost no unemployment here, not much there. So it's mostly here. Maybe we can produce, or we can upgrade the fisheries. That will go from 20 up to 50, so it's an increase of 30 in workforce requirement. Times 2, that's 60. It will take care of half of the unemployment. And for the other half, maybe let's upgrade the farms. So the farms can employ more people. How are these factories coming along? They are coming along nicely. They didn't destroy as much forest as I assumed they would. That's good. Let's create... No, we don't have much unemployment here, so there's no point to building there. This mega town, let's expand it up on this hill. The fisheries are being upgraded. Let's speed up a bit. We can put out more fishing ships. Are the farms upgraded? Yes, so we can add more fields to them. So, has this decreased unemployment? A little bit, but the town has most likely grown at the same time as well. So, let's construct a mine here. A mine requires 50 population, which would cover up all the unemployment actually, meaning there is no unemployment here. Oh, running this at times 16 simulation seems to mess up the graphics a bit. They're all like stuttering here. Could be an interesting thing to investigate at some later point. So let's get this mine up and running. Now there is 150 unemployed people. Okay. Why is there more? That's not what I expected. Maybe it has just grown that much. Yeah. Population is skyrocketing like crazy. Oh, and now our average satisfaction has increased here when we decreased the unemployment, so we can level up again. This gives us access to the tool factory and jewelry smith. Jewelry, let's see where we have unemployed people. There's a lot of unemployment here, but we don't have any mining going on there. There is actually some unemployment here. The jewelry requires metal, I believe. Yes, jewelry will convert metal and gold to produce jewelry, which can be exported for more reputation, which is what we need to win. We can also produce tools. Tools are used by other industries to increase their productivity. Let's build 2 tool factories here. And let's up. Oh, that's already upgraded. This plantation at level 3, for example, it can consume tools to increase its productivity, meaning you can get it to produce even more without adding more fields. We have a couple of these plantations at level 3. So if we can just get some tool production going, they can ramp up their production. Here are some bricks coming for the tool factories. There I sped it up times 16 and it lagged quite a lot. So this running the simulation at times 16 I think is not really viable when the network is becoming this large. I wonder if part of the lag here is because I'm recording as well. I haven't, like I barely drop below 70 otherwise. So it might be a recording issue here, partly. Probably not only. Let's expand the town. This is my mining town. I think something that I want to work on in the future is to enable towns to specialize. Like here I sort of have a mining town here where I mine and refine metals. I have a sort of plantation town. I have a random fishery and agriculture town here. And this town is just focused on lumber generation. One thing I want to do is to model knowledge as something that industries generate and give to the town from which the population is coming. That knowledge, it could be, for example, knowledge in agriculture or knowledge in mining or knowledge in seafaring activities. That knowledge would increase productivity in that certain area. So a town that does a lot of mining would become, over time, even better at mining. Or a town that does a lot of agriculture would be even better at agriculture. And you can then use the migration system that I have here to diffuse this knowledge around the map based on migration patterns or other diffusion effects. That's something that I want to explore in some other release. Specializing like that, I think, rewards you for planning out your layout a bit better. And rewarding your decisions is, I think, always good. So what can we do now? I think we are... we want to get up to a lot of reputation. I will maybe not do the grind to get to 1,000 population to win this scenario. I don't think it's that interesting. I think that I have showcased most of the new features related to population and the requirement of workforce in for the buildings. So I will end the video here. It has been quite a long video and quite a different video of me just running through some gameplay. As I said earlier, I will make a shorter, much shorter and compact video where I just highlight the changes without showing the gameplay necessarily and without me commenting so much. That being said, thanks for watching. See ya.